In the beginning, God formed man from the dust of the ground. Adam, the first human, was crafted with divine care, and God breathed life into him. But something was missing. God saw that it wasn't good for man to be alone, so he caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep, took one of his ribs, and from it created Eve, the mother of all living. Paradise was their home, the Garden of Eden, a place of perfect beauty and harmony. God gave them dominion over everything, allowing them to eat freely from any tree in the garden, except one. But of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, God commanded, "Thou shalt not eat of it. For in the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die." But then came the serpent, more subtle than any beast. He approached Eve with a cunning question. "Yea, hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden?" Eve explained God's command, but the serpent twisted the truth, promising, "Ye shall not surely die. This shall be as gods, knowing good and evil." The fruit suddenly looked different to Eve, good for food, pleasant to the eyes, and desirable to make one wise. She took it, ate it, and gave some to Adam, who was with her. And he ate to dot in that moment. Their eyes were opened, and they knew they were naked. Ashamed, they sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. When they heard God walking in the garden, they hid. But you can't hide from God. When confronted, Adam blamed Eve, and Eve blamed the serpent. God's judgment was swift and severe. To the serpent he gave a curse to crawl on its belly. To Eve, pain in childbirth and submission to her husband. To Adam, a life of toil and sweat to work the cursed ground. And so God drove them out of Eden, placing cherubim and a flaming sword to guard the tree of life. They returned to the ground from which Adam was taken, forever changed by that first act of disobedience, the original sin that would echo through all generations to come.